What's going on, everybody? My name is Jason Fitzfelling Constrictors. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much, as you know I do. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm trying to really hold it together. I'm putting on an act for you all today because I've been pretty stressed. The house shopping thing and things getting tight and not being allowed to use any money, because if you use any money out of the account, then it reflects and it's so I'm going to my happy place, and that is the shop. Oh, I love you too, Blue. I love you too. And gonna check on some eggs. I thought I'd bring you all along. You can check on some eggs with me. Want to talk to you all about what my plans are for Saturday night show, as well as DA Exotics. He's going to be joining me again, which is awesome because I asked him to be part of the roundtable. The guy has over 30 years of experience, and as sometimes we kind of bump heads a little bit, we are true friends, and true friends can always get past the garbage. You know what I mean? They can have a disagreement and be friends at the end of the day, and that's why he was one of the first people to pick to be on this roundtable. Now listen, if you're not picked to be on this roundtable, that don't mean I don't value your information. This roundtable is deep. It's not just on care for animals and things like that. There's things that I need you for. That's right, you. When it just started and you're like, I don't really know anything, you're actually one of the most important pieces to this whole hobby, and I'm definitely going to need you in the future, and there's definitely going to be a spot for a new person on the round table. I just wanted to put that out there so everybody knew that there is equal opportunity here, but the goal is just to make everything better for everybody around. You know what I mean? Try to be as helpful as possible, and that's okay if you don't agree with what the information we give out. If you don't agree, that's totally okay. We have no problem with that. We never do. You know what I mean? You always got to do what you think is best for your animals, and we can't preach enough that research, research, research. Don't just take one person's word for it. Take as many people's words for it as you can. Just research, read, look all over the place, and you will find your answer. All right, so let's get to the shop, check on some eggs, and talk about Saturday night show. A little bit of precursor of what Saturday night show is going to be about, and I think a lot of you are going to have a lot to do with this. So let's get to the shop and get it done. All right, the first clutch we have is on day 52, and this is the mahogany het pied to the het pied female. Pretty excited about this clutch. 8 healthy eggs. They're starting to dimple in nicely. I took the press and seal off about a week and a half ago. They are looking really good. I'm expecting them to pip within the next 3 to 4 days, so pretty nice, and they're looking great. All right, now this clutch is the Black Pewter Blast. She was bred to the Killer Pied as well as the Banana Enchi. Now, I believe the Banana Enchi is going to be the sire of this 8-egg clutch, and this clutch is on day 51. And again, these eggs are looking excellent, starting to dimple in just perfectly. I noticed on the other one that I had a few little crease lines that I started to notice. So there's a lot of movement going on in there, which is really nice. That means within the next so many days, I will have some pippers and we'll be able to cut these. We will be doing videos of all the egg cutting, so don't worry, they will be coming out. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. We have a ton of fun on here, and this is going to be a really cool clutch to cut open. Can't wait. All right, let's get them back in the incubator. I got one more clutch I want to show you that's not due right away, but I had an issue, and I want to share that with you. All right, now in this clutch, I had my son and my wife help me put egg boxes together, and unfortunately, I think one of them may have grabbed some rocks that were not washed yet. And what I ended up having was a little bit of mold start to set in on the eggs. Now, I was able to dust them off with a very light dusting of foot powder, and they look like they're doing just perfect now. But very, very, very careful. You want to be so careful with these things. Keep a good eye on them. Even if you have a surefire way that's worked for you for years, keep an eye on your eggs. I think I caught these ones just in time, so good deal, good deal. All right, let's talk about some cool giveaway stuff for the Petals and Scales raffle, and got some more stuff to talk about as well. All right, so I want to go over a few of the people that have donated and what they have donated to the Petals and Scales raffle. And if you don't know about the Petals and Scales raffle, I'll put a link down below. But this is a great family in the reptile community that's had a lot of tragedy over the past year, ending with a garage fire that actually destroyed a lot of the reptiles and the reptile supplies and stuff. Now, you know me, I like to try and help out the little guy, and they are the little guy right now, but you never know who the future is going to be of this hobby. You never know who's going to be the one that steps up and saves this hobby. So I think helping everybody whenever you possibly can is always the best route. I'm sitting here with my beautiful Super Orange Dream female. I do have her up on my morph market for sale for a really good price right now. This price will go up a few $100s here soon. So the sale ends in the end of July, I do believe. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. Anyway, first up, we have Jerome from No Limit Royals. Thank you so much, man. 2 shirts, awesome. 2 shirts, as well as a $150 gift certificate to anything he produces. awesome gift. Thank you so much for your donation, my friend. You've been a stellar person since day one, and somebody that I want to hang around. I really do. I'm starting to look for houses in your neck of the woods, my friend. You are super exciting. You know what I'm saying? You're just exciting. You're that fun guy, and I need more people like that in my life because I've been really down lately with all this house hunting. And I'll tell you, buying a house is so stressful. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I think I'm just gonna let my wife buy whatever the heck she wants. I don't care if it's pink inside and out. Just so I don't have to deal with it. So Jerome, thank you so much for your donation, man. We appreciate it so much. All right, next is Mike from Boston Boas. Now this guy's a good friend of mine. I've known Mike for quite a long time, and he never misses an opportunity to help out. And he's come strong with this awesome temp gun. Again, it might not be this exact temp gun, but it will be a decent, nice quality temp gun. Mike, thanks so much for your donation, man. You know me and you go way back, good friends, and I appreciate you so much. All right, so next up we have Kurtwood. That's right, Kurtwood75, my boy Kurtwood. Now, we're not exactly sure what he's donating. You know, he was thinking about donating an egg, you know, just putting a mark on it, and like whoever, you know, wins. But then we started talking, well, you know, you don't want to count your snakes before they hatch. So we're working on something. He's working on something. But Kurt, thank you so much. You reached out to me to let me know, and I know you're an awesome person, and I know where it's coming from, and I thank you so much. So definitely something to be worked out with Kurtwood here soon in the future. All right, Todd from TNT Balls steps up with a $150 gift certificate for anything he produces. Anything. Todd, thank you. Tosh and Todd, thank you. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you so much. Very cool donation. All right, next we have Ben Blankenship. Dude, you're awesome, man. You've been a subscriber of mine for a long time. You're a member of my channel. If you want to be a member, click that member button. A lot of perks come your way, and they will be coming starting in the end of July or so. I'll be starting to send out all the patches and all the stuff. So I'm pretty stoked about that as well. I got word back from my patch lady, and she's awesome. So Estelle, I know you're not watching, but you're awesome. Anyway, he's donating a 2-tub rack with the fixings right here. Awesome. You know, this was crafted by Bill from BC Pythons, another amazing person in our community. So I know the rack will last. It's PVC. You will love it. Awesome stuff. All right, next up is Not Lou. Now, Not Lou, he says, hey guys, I want to do good. I ran into some good things here recently, and I want to share that love, and this is a great way to do it. I want to donate these to the Petals and Scales raffle, and he donated this beautiful female adult ready to breed spider. Pretty awesome. Anybody who's thinking, man, I kind of want to breed, I want to see what it's like, here's a good start right here. Boom. It's awesome. And then he's like, no, man, that's not it. Can I do another one? I'm like, if you would like, go ahead. He goes, here, hypo male, ready to breed, over 800 grams. Throw them in there. Be awesome. Dude, you're a stellar person, and all of us are just so grateful to all of y'all who have donated so far. You guys are just awesome and pretty darn cool. Definitely didn't have to do that. Now also, I'm putting in a $250 gift certificate towards anything that I produce, and by the end of July, I'm going to have a ton of stuff. So you win, you might want to wait about a month or so and see what I put on there, because I got a lot of eggs that are about to hatch. You've only seen a few of them, but I still got, I think, 3 or 4 more clutches in here. I've got 3 or 4 females, sorry, I had 3 females that have ovulated. They're going to be laying their clutches here in a few weeks, and I have a few more females that are still building. So a lot of exciting stuff will be on the morph market. Now, I think Sherry over at MadCat wanted to do something as well, but I have to talk with her to find out what that is. I think she was going to donate possibly, sorry Sherry if I'm wrong, and please don't hold me to this everybody, but I think she was possibly going to donate a logo. So that's pretty badass, especially for a lot of you out there that are just starting out. All right, so what else do we got to talk about? Oh yeah, Saturday Night's Live. This is going to be an interesting one. Alright, so Saturday Night's Live is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be one of those subjects that a lot of y'all are just going to get grumpy and irritated about, and that's exactly what I don't want to happen. So, it's come to my attention that there's a petition put out to ban all live feedings on YouTube. Now, it's signed by quite a few people, and if I have to be honest with you, I've been going back to try and find it again, and I'm not finding it, so I don't know if it's closed or how that exactly works. But I do want to tell you, that's not the first time I've seen that. This has actually happened many, many, many times. But the more it happens, the better the chances of it happening to us. And I really want to know what you have to say. So please join us Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Time right here on my channel, like we do every Saturday night. and discuss it with us. If you're on the side of you want to have reptile live feedings on YouTube, I want to hear from you. I'll put a link in the chat that night. You can join, say your piece. I want to hear from you. Now, there's two sides to this, I'm sure, and I'd like to hear from both sides, but I'd like to hear from both sides in a productive way, in a way that maybe we can come to a common ground. See, personally, I don't want to get in the way of nobody's business at all. It's none of my business what you're doing. It really isn't. And if I'm being honest, your live feedings does not hurt my sales or hurt my business in any sort of way. And I know some breeders might disagree with me, and you're the people I want to hear from. It's okay. We can have a debate, we can talk about it, and hopefully come to some common ground, because that's what it's about. Now, what did I get in here? All right, I got the number 1 in there. Pretty cool. So I want to hear from you. I know there's a lot of you that make your channels all about live feeding, and this is how you make your livelihood. And I don't want you to lose your livelihood. Is there a common ground that we can come to? Is there a spot that we can all say, hey, this is acceptable and that's not? Maybe everything's acceptable. I truly do want to hear from you. Andrew from DA Exotics will be joining me, as he should and hopefully will, as much as possible along this road. Again, I plan on doing a lot of different roundtables and having a lot of people in these roundtables. I plan on bringing people in with lots of experience. I mean, Andrew has over 30 years of experience. Myself, I've been doing this over 20 years myself, and I want to bring in some more people with experience. But I also need the new people as well. We need to hear from you as well. I need people that are just starting out in this, just got the bug, or just starting to get into the YouTube and the reptile thing, and we need your energy as well. It's funny what you can learn from somebody who's just started. It's really cool when you can jump on to somebody else's train. And what I mean by that is when somebody's momentum's going and it sparks something in you and it gives you that feeling, that's the time to make a video. And we all want to hear from you. So please join us Saturday night for our live at 8 o'clock Central Time. We're going to go as long as we want and discuss this problem. Hopefully by the end of the evening, we can have a consensus to where we're all on the same page. Because I think there's some people that are really hating on other people for no reason at all, honestly. Again, I'm a breeder of ball pythons, and I can still breed these ball pythons, and I still will sell these ball pythons, even if I can't put them on a channel. It would suck if I couldn't do reptile videos. It would suck for all of us if we couldn't do reptile videos. But I'd still be a business, and I'd still do what I'm doing if it wasn't on YouTube. It's just a thing. Now, I don't know what the fly feeding people that make their business off of YouTube will do. And I think that's why you guys got to sit back and think about something that you can do that's a little bit more uniform. Now, I know the majority of people in our community, I think everybody in our community is pretty damn respectful to their animals. And matter of fact, I don't know one person in our community that's not. So you're the important piece of this pie. You're the people that I want to hear from. So people like Moto Danger Zone, people like Wolf, man, Wolf, you'd be a perfect person. You know, Desert Wolf Armory, you'd be a perfect person to join this live and say your piece. I know you have a lot to say, and I think it's important. So if you're somebody that wants to say something or has something to say, this would be a great opportunity for y'all. All right, I'm gonna end this video and kick my own butt in a game of pool. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you. I have more videos coming out. We've been busy looking for houses. It's the worst thing in the world. I can't stand it. And it's making me physically sick. I'm not even joking. I haven't eaten. My stomach's been ill. It's just numbers and stress and pull from here and more paper from here and where can you go from there and we need this information and it's just too much. All right, buddy. I love each and every one of you. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, let you know I upload a video. And as always, I love you all. See me back. Okay, so the first clutch we're going to look at is the Het Pied to... All right, so the first clutch we're going to take a quick look at is on day 52, and this is the Mahogany Pied. All right, so the first clutch we're going to take a look at is the day 52. All right, so the first clutch we're going to take a look at is these right here.